read a chapter from this book called This Is a Book by Demetri Martin. Let me pull up my music. Give me 1 second. Grant, you are the man. Time to sit on a cat. Alright. Tonight's story is The Protagonist's Hospital. And this is a script. I'm giving you guys a fair warning of that heads up. Dr. Stone arrives for work in the emergency room. Nurse says, "Good evening, Dr. Stone." Dr. Stone replies, "Hey, Karen." Dr. Stone's colleague, Dr. Barnes, enters. Dr. Barnes says, "There he is." "Hey, Barnes, you seem chipper." Dr. Barnes replies, "Yeah, well, as much as I'd love to stay, my couch is waiting for me." Dr. Stone asks, "So what are you leaving me with tonight?" Dr. Barnes says, "Nothing too crazy. Let me bring you up to speed." Dr. Barnes hands Dr. Stone some medical charts. Barnes asks, "We've got a Caucasian male, a gunshot wound to the shoulder, minor injury." Dr. Stone says, "Okay." Barnes says, "We're treating another Caucasian male who has a gunshot wound in the arm. It's not serious though. He is actually in excellent physical condition, despite having been in a high-speed car chase for 4 hours after being shot." Stone says, "Sounds familiar." Barnes says, "Yep. Now in those beds over there, we have 3 Caucasian males, 2 of whom were shot in the leg, but only in the fleshy part and not near any joints." "And the third?" Stone asks. "A knife wound." "Let me guess, in his shoulder?" "Right. So these patients are essentially all fine then?" "Yep, and every single one of them also has an incredibly high tolerance for pain." "Uh-huh. And, incidentally, they're all remarkably good with quips, even while receiving medical treatment." Stone says, "I've seen a lot of that lately." A nurse approaches with a muscular man who is wearing a t-shirt and a bandage on his shoulder. Nurse says, "Dr. Barnes, I just wanted to get your okay before we discharge this patient." Barnes looks at the patient's chart and signs it. "Okay, all set." The protagonist patient, "Thanks, Doc. I want you to know that that after I finish avenging my brother's murder, I'll get my insurance information over to you. Until then," grinning as he delivers his catchphrase, "Adios, muchachos." The nurse is visibly moved by the handsome protagonist patient's delivery. Dr. Stone rolls his eyes. Barnes and Stone continue walking through the emergency room. Barnes asks, "Where was I? Oh, right. We also had 4 broken arms today, all Caucasian males. All the patients are fine, and all of them are tan and have a little bit of stubble." Stone says, "No surprise there." Barnes says, "Oh, and I almost forgot. We had one guy this afternoon who'd been shot in the chest." Stone says, "Really? Did he need surgery?" "No, but the bullet missed every vital organ." "No kidding." And on top of that, he managed to pull out the bullet on his own using just a pair of tweezers. Then he stitched the wound up himself. He did a good job of it too." "What did he use?" "A knife, some thread, and some whiskey." "No infection?" "Nope." "Wow." Dr. Barnes looks through his paperwork for anything else he missed. "We also committed several other similar-looking Caucasian guys whom we referred to neurology to be treated for amnesia." That seems to be going around." "Also, about an hour ago, we had a man come in with an injured ankle." "A sprain?" "Not even. It was just a bit swollen from being twisted. Apparently he jumped out of an airplane without a parachute and twisted his ankle when he landed on a very forgiving awning before rolling to the ground." "I saw something similar last week. We also treated a guy for exhaustion who was tired from having sex with beautiful women, most of them spies." "Any female patients?" "Nope, but one woman came in to see one of the guys with amnesia. The attending nurse said that the moment they saw each other, he suddenly remembered her and was instantly cured." Yeah, neurology took a look at both of them before they left because apparently they were moving in slow motion when she first entered the room. Huh. Did you treat anyone else? Any Asian males by chance? Are you kidding? We haven't seen one of those in ages. The last one who came in was with that black guy. I remember. They were arguing a lot, but in a funny way. Right. Anything for the burn unit today? Not really. One guy came in who had been in a really big explosion. Apparently, he was right in the middle of the explosion when it happened. Yikes, that sounds bad. You'd think, but he was just a little sweaty and had some dirt on him. He looked kind of cool, actually. The door flies open. 2 EMTs enter pushing a gurney that has a badly mangled man lying on it. Whoa, is he breathing? The EMT says barely. Nurse, get me 30 cc's of dexazine and call trauma. to the EMT. What happened? EMT number 2 says witnesses said he was in some sort of fight on top of a very high building. It was quite a struggle. At some point while he was laughing maniacally, he was thrown off the building and landed on a sharp fence before tumbling to the street and getting run over by a truck. Let me take a look. Dr. Stone takes a closer look. This man is at the wrong hospital. The EMT says, huh? What? And Dr. Stone says, he is some sort of villain or henchman. The EMT replies, oh geez, I'm sorry about that, doctor. The EMT wheels the man away. EMT number 2. Doctor, we've also got a second patient. He's right over there. What's his story? He's the guy who pushed the other guy off the building. What's his condition? He's fine except for a minor cut on his shoulder. Okay, bring him over. Dr. Stone turns to Dr. Barnes. I'm getting tired of working here. Tell me about it. That was an interesting one. Nevertheless, I enjoyed it. I'm a little dizzy. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Orange. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it for a night. I'll be back same time tomorrow. I hope you guys have an awesome day tomorrow. Thank you for coming out. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some snacks, maybe some ice cream if I can find it. You guys are the best. So good night, Kate, Connor, Ariana, Mara, Fortnite, Grant, Orange, Space, all of you guys, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. I will miss you all for the next 21 hours. I hate you all. Have a good night. Good night, Phoenix.